Hey, you, and welcome to the podcast. So, I want to just dive into this and talk about how to stop being a good starter on your weight loss journey so that you can get unstuck and out of your way and actually become a good finisher this time. I see this happening a lot. This is why most people come to work with me in the Seeker's Method. This is why most women hire me in life with weight loss and outside of weight loss. And it's because they try to do something and they fail at it, and they start to believe that they can't change, right? They're getting really good at the wrong thing. And the wrong thing that they get good at is believing that they're weak or that they're defeated or that they can't do something. Here's what I want to leave on your heart today. Just because you are not good at something when you get started does not mean that you can't be good at it when you finish. Most people will just throw in the towel and quit. They'll quit like weekly. They'll have little quits. Ooh, I just hit my mic. I'm sorry. They have little quits and they cheat on themselves and they give in to temptation and they trust the enticement of darkness. Most people give up when they see that they're bad at succeeding. And this is the very thing that keeps them living with that wrong result. Living in the tension of mediocrity, where they can't get free, where they're only becoming good at being a good quitter. When I first set out on my weight loss journey, I was a recovering quitter. I didn't know it. I was coming out of quitting because God was teaching me obedience. But I remember trying to lose weight. I always thought weight loss had to be how many calories I was eating, how many calories I was burning, all the things that nobody ever taught me about hormones. Nobody ever taught me about how if I would just keep stacking victories and eating what I should instead of being mastered by my flesh, eating my results, right? Like eating up my own success. Nobody ever told me if I would do hard things, I'd have the right outcome. I just kept not seeing the right outcome and trusting that I would never get there. And I remember on my weight loss journey, as I learned what I learned about hormones and God stepped me through this entire method that I teach in the Seeker's Method, I remember I came to the point where God said it's time to start working out, and I didn't want to work out. I wanted nothing to do with it. I don't like how I look when I work out. I don't like to be sweaty. I don't like to stink. I don't want to have to wash my hair 100 times a week, all the things. But one of the things God told me to start doing, and I didn't know it, to heal my uterine prolapse and to heal my lower back pain. He told me to start doing push-ups. I kept praying for my uterine prolapse to be healed. I kept praying for my lower back pain to be healed, for my diastasis recti, my separation of my abdomen from having babies. I kept praying for all of that to be healed, but I thought it was going to be healed in a certain way. But when I started creating the Seeker's Method and he told me to start doing a workout regimen that I now teach in the Seeker's Method, he told me to start doing push-ups as part of it. And I thought, I can't do push-ups. And I was right. I mean, I started doing push-ups, and all I could only do 4 girl push-ups. Like 4, on my knees, only 4. And then it seemed like as I kept doing them day after day, there were some days where I could only do 2. Some days that my arms were so quivering and shaking that I barely had the energy for 1, and I was shocked at how bad I was getting. Nobody ever told me that I would get bad. I would get worse before I ever got better. And do you know, I got to the point of being able to do 50 male push-ups repetitively, almost like it was a party trick. Like I wouldn't do this at parties, trust me, but I'd show my kids, I'm like, listen, I started out and I couldn't do it. When I was weak, then I became strong. What you have to understand is that you have to persevere in weight loss. You have to repetitively give God what you have. You have to be repetitive in your use of your limited ability. Because as you repetitively do what you can only in the strength that you have, you will then be enabled to produce the right outcome. You will step into your capacity. Your limited capacity, your limited ability to do hard things at first is just the starting line. Keep going. You will be made stronger if you don't give up, even in weight loss.